Hi everyone, welcome to a new video. Today's subject, Ontario Rat 1 vs Rat 2. Today we're going to take a look at two of the famous pocket knives and pitting them against each other, the Ontario Rat 1 versus the Ontario R82. So these two knives are of the most frequent recommendation that I like to give for inexpensive pocket knives that you can depend on, in fact, that even the budget competition has really stepped up the game in recent years. These two are both often used as a point of comparison because their design and quality have been consistently good since their introduction. But the question would in a battle choice of Rat 1 vs Rat 2, which to go for? Well, to help you answer that, I did review both knives and bring up their similarities and differences, so if you're still interested to find more about it, you're in the right place, so let's dive in. The Ontario one is from Randall's Adventure Training, is a drop-point folding knives, that comes with a 3.6 blade made from the AUS-8, it has good edge retention, good wear resistance, and high corrosion resistance, it offers a full flat grind on the blade so that it can slice well and still maintain a good balance of strength for more strenuous activities. You can get this knife with a D2 steel, which will offer you more edge retention and less corrosion resistance. Now speaking about ergonomics, the knife features an index choil and a thumb ramp at the back. It has a dual thumb stud for an easy knife opening. It has a full liner lock and comes with a nylon 6 handle. This knife should be able to tackle a wide variety of chores throughout your daily grind. It can even transition pretty to things like food prep, skinning, and even some self-defense in a pinch. This is another designer from Randall's Adventure Training. That Rat 2 is a very famous folding knife, very known for its low price and great performance. It comes with 3-inch drop point blade made from the AUS-8 steel. This steel has good edge retention, good wear resistance and great corrosion resistance. It has a nice built black fiberglass reinforced nylon FRN handle, a dual thumb stud, a lanyard hole, and offers 4-position pocket clip. Now you should know that the Rat 2 is known to be part of the best low-entry small folding knives in the market, so I really just can't complain. But you should know that the less you pay doesn't always mean that you didn't lose any good in your knife. Remember, you have an AUS-8 steel, so your edge retention won't be the best, but it will do the work. Ontario R81 vs R82, key comparisons. On the face of it, these two knives are very similar. Both have many fans worldwide, with those fans advocating for one over the other. But when it comes down to it, there's only really one key difference between them both, and that's the size. Rat 1 overview. At its maximum overall length of 8.5, the R81 is a foldable knife that rivals, and in fact beats, many of its fixed blade competitors. Its 3.5 long and 0.12 thick blade is perfect for fine cutting, with its construction of AUS-8 steel perfectly capable at this price point. Reviewers say the 5 nylon 6 handle feels great to use and is especially good for those with larger hands. At an overall weight of 4.8 ounces, it's also fairly light, so will not bring fatigue after a long day of use. It also incorporates handy features such as a thumb stud for one-handed opening and can be purchased in a number of different colors aside from the standard black satin finish. Rat 2 overview. In many ways you can view the R82 as the little brother of the R81, with it being fundamentally the same knife, but just a little bit smaller. The overall length drops down to 7 and the weight down to an even smaller 2.75 ounces. At this size and weight, it opens itself up nicely to those who firstly have smaller hands, but also to those who want a knife that's in no way a burden to carry or use. The ball itself utilizes the same AUS-8 steel, is half an inch shorter at 3 and even thinner than the R81 at 0.095. It has the same nylon 6 handle with a satin finish, this time at a size of just 4.1. Key comparison verdict. Both the R81 and R82 are great foldable knives and offer high-quality performance in a relatively small package. The real difference between the two is purely going to come down to size, especially given the fact the rest of the specs are pretty much identical. If you have larger hands, or just prefer larger knives, the added size of the R81 will be perfect for you. If you're the opposite, the 1.5 reduction overall in the R82 will fit your ideal knife profile much better. Summary: RAT1 versus RAT2. When it comes to comparing the RAT1 versus RAT2 knives from Ontario, both are iconic knives when it comes to foldables. Both of them are also two of the most popular Ontario knives on the market. When it comes to choosing between them, it's really going to come down to size and weight, given that the rest of the specs, namely blade steel and handle material, are the same. If you like a knife that feels big in the hand and gives you slightly larger blade real estate, the RAT1 will be the knife for you. If instead you think 8.5 overall is just too much, the smaller and lighter RAT2 will fit your hand much better and be the perfect companion for you day to day. We'll finish up with a quote from a knife fan on a popular forum when asked to compare the RAT1 and RAT2.